FightHype, FightHype.com. Sean Satelli, one of the best trainers in the sport. Brian McIntyre, a.k.a. Bomac. Brian, you got Rob Brant showing up Saturday night in a fight, guys. Janebek, 9-0. Millions of amateur fights, one of them Eastern European guys. How are you going to beat Janebek with Rob Brant on Saturday night?
Why would I tell you right now, before the fight, how we're going to beat Janebek? So he can see it. Or his trainer can go and watch this tape. That's okay, the dumbest question.
It's one thing, Bomac, it's one thing to know what the other man's going to do. It's another thing to stop him.
I understand that. But we know what we're going to do when we get in there. You should know my fighters. All my fighters come out with that tight intensity. Let's go. It's time to go, man. You know that.
Mm-hmm. It seems like people are easily writing off Rob Brant, even though, I mean, he's been champion, defeated Murata. I've spoke to him. He said that he's been able to improve and grow so much since working with you and working with the rest of the guys up there in Colorado Springs. What is the thing that you like about Rob Brant the most going into Saturday night?
Rob is a sponge. So he's definitely a sponge. Hey, and it's up to him to do, what he need to do in the fight at a certain time of the fight. You know what I'm saying? How to get through the fight and listen to his corner. It's up to Rob now. He's a sponge. He's definitely a sponge.
He almost broke that middleweight record for punches thrown. That's, it's like his best offense was his defense. Do you feel like that's still the case with him, or things are changing in his style?
Well, you definitely want to keep his offense the way it's been. All you want to do is just sharpen it up and add to it. That's it.
Did you feel like that Murata fight was stopped early?
You know what? I didn't even look at that fight, dude. Mm-hmm. That's in the past. We moving forward.
Would you like that fight a third time for
him? Yeah.
Yeah.
We can go out there and get that title back from Murata. Why won't anybody want it? That's what he want too.
It seems like the plans are for the Triple G and Murata to have a tune-up and then face each other in a unification at the end of the year. So if you guys do get that fight, it could be for not just one belt, for two. For one, how do you see the Murata Triple G fight playing out if it happens?
That's gonna be a tough fight, man, between the both of them. Both of them are good, willing to take the fight to the highest level that it's supposed to be, and it's gonna be a great fight. Who gonna pull it out? I could probably see Triple G pulling it out. Just by a thin of his teeth. The thin of his teeth to get that win, to get both of those belts. And if that opportunity to come our way, listen, we don't give a damn who in the ring. If it's King Kong, hey, it's an opportunity. We're gonna make the best of it.
I imagine you want all the big fights for Rob, and you feel he'll win them. But who do you feel right now is the toughest middleweight out there? Is it Golovkin, Andre, Charlo?
It's probably between Golovkin and Charlo brothers are probably I say Charlo brothers. Charlo, with the one just fought this week. Yeah, it's probably between them two.
What'd you think of that fight?
That was a good fight, man. That was a good fight. It was a good fight that he learned that he can't take everybody out. When somebody eats your punches and keep coming, hey, that means you got to resort to, boxing. Listen to your corner. I know Ronnie Shields, which is a great trainer, which is highly underrated. Was telling me, man, we just got to keep boxing him, and keep working your jab and get through the fight. The jab will make you think. You can be able to think with your jab and cruise through the fight.
He got a hell of a jab, right?
Got a damn good jab.
How do you think that fight would look, him and Canelo, if he moved up to 168?
Well, that'd be a great fight. That'd be a phone booth fight, I think.
Who got the best chance of beating Canelo? Is it Charlo or?
Probably Charlo.
Would you say more so than Benavidez? Just because I know people are saying Charlo Benavidez.
The Benavidez and that family with B&B got, we got some bad history, so I'm always go against him, even though he's a great fighter. Yeah, and so I'm kind of rooting for him a little bit, But Benavidez do some things that where he can improve on, and I think Triple G, capitalize on that. Hit more Charlo.
How do you think Caleb Plant does in September if that fight happens?
We really actually got off the course of talking about Rob Brant. I went from Brant all the way to the middleweights to Golovkin.
I got a Rob
so
Brant question.
I'm done answering questions.
I got a Rob Brant question. So Rob's been training with Jamel Herring and with Terrence Crawford. How does those camps look, and how important is it for you to have Rob in there with those type of champions?
Well, when you get champions training right along next to you, that's an inspiration, and they push you, and you could just feed off of them, and they know what it takes to be a champion. They know what it takes to defend your title. They know what it takes to fight a title eliminator. You know, and being next to Jamel, he kind of been on the dog almost his whole career, especially his last fight, and going in there and dominating the way he dominated. It's like I said, it's inspiration.
Was he doing some sparring with Jarrett Hurd up there?
Rob Brant?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. Shit. He was her main sparring partner for a couple weeks. It was good. It was great, man. It was great. He did good with her.
Yeah, was it damn near like watching a fight when they were sparring, or?
No, you know, because I see some things that Rob could do to her to try to slow him down a little bit. So we just I made sure I did that because so her could see it in the fight.
What is your final prediction for how the fight goes on Saturday night for Rob?
I just see Rob beating him. Getting in there and taking his lunch spell in there with him and going to work.
What do you think will be the biggest improvement we see with Bomac?
I just think you'll see his biggest improvement going in there after being with us after a year and a half is just sharpening his game up a little bit. Not so much a bunch of unnecessary movement and unnecessary punching. Just going in there, again, taking his lunch bell with him and one nail at a time to get that roof nailed down.
And any thoughts, again, on one of the other fighters you trained, Shakur Stevenson versus Jamel Herring? It sounds like that's the fight that's headed our way.
Shakur is like my little nephew. We worked with him his last fight. Me, Saul, Red. We helped K Corona. We helped Willie. They call him Papa. We helped him out. So, if that fight materializes, we all know his business. And Jamel and Shakur, they both know his business, and both camps know his business. So, if the fight materializes, it's time to go. It's time to go.
Shakur said that he really wants Oscar Valdez.
Yeah, Jamel wants Oscar Valdez too because that's a great fight for both of them. You know what I'm saying? Because Oscar's a come forward fighter and he throws a whole bunch of punches. And a fighter like that puts you on your P's and Q's. The better fighter that you fight, the better you'll fight.
Obviously, Jamel's not here, but if it were up to you, when would you like to see Jamel in the ring next? Whether it be against Oscar, or whether it be against Shakur?
It don't matter who he fight next with me. It's just I like to see him take another couple weeks off and then go back and get back in the gym. And then we go 6 to 8 weeks after that.
What did you think of Shakur's last fight? Did you see anything you take advantage of when you were watching the fight, or?
I would never tell you that.
No, but did you see some things?
Oh yeah, I
not tell us, but
I seen a lot of stuff that where he can improve on, and if I was, if the time comes, if his trainers haven't, corrected it, obviously we'll try to go after it.
Did you think it was a strong performance, or?
I think it was a performance that he had to put forth to get the win.
Just a question as a boxing fan, something that doesn't involve any fighters, Bomac, really quick. Next month we have the trilogy Wilder Fury 3. Just sitting back as a trainer and a fan of the sport, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that fight?
Ooh, man. Oh, man. God, Jesus Christ. I'm glad they got that fight put together. I really like to see that fight pick up right where it left off at. Wilder felt like that fight shouldn't have stopped, and he could have kept going. I'd like to see that fight pick up back from there.
Do you like what you're seeing in Wilder's training clips? Does it look like some real improvements happening, or?
I don't watch them.
Oh, go ahead.
Did you watch the press conference?
No, I don't watch them.
And just to let you know, Bomac, if we could come to a catchweight, I will gladly take that fight.
With Terrence?
Absolutely. Yeah, I just ran into him 2 weeks ago. He's like,
I'm sure he'll take it.
He was like,
as long as the money good.
Yeah, I'm not asking for too much, cool, 250, Thank you very much, Bomac.
Thanks, Bomac.
Babe is still in Twitter jail. What do we have to do to free Razor Babe?
Until Razor Baby start answering the goddamn phone. Shit.
All right, thanks, Bomac.